You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. Long Islanders are bracing for another overnight storm. We've got meteorologist Bill Corbell in with us to tell us about that as we're still recovering from the last one earlier this week.
To get two storms like that, so similar, almost twins in the same week, it's kind of unheard of, really, and horribly so because people have not recovered from the first one around. And we have more of the same stuff coming up. We've got the heavy rain tonight, maybe not as much, but still an inch or more. Winds gusts, they'll be strong again, 40 to 50, not quite as strong as last storm, but there will again be coastal flooding, severe coastal flooding in some places come morning. There's the storm, big one, stretches from the Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico and Florida. As for us, we're going to see that rain moving in. It gets heavier as we go past midnight, and that will continue for a few hours on into about 5 or 6 in the morning as the heavy rain moves out quickly and sky is clear, but we'll be left with more flooding on the South Shore. We'll talk more about that serious aspect of the storm shortly.
Okay, we'll check back in with you. Thank you, Bill. Then and now, take a look. One Long Island beach is facing drastic erosion along its shoreline, and officials are asking for federal help now. Drew Scott reports from Overlook Beach.
Babylon and Oyster Bay Town and Suffolk County officials warn winter storms are destroying our beaches, like this one, Overlook Beach, which they say is quickly becoming overwhelmed. Town officials say over the past 10 years, 100 million cubic yards of sand have been deposited on this beach, but it's still in jeopardy. These pictures tell the story. On one side is the beach in 2014. On the other, the way it looked at the end of last year.
This is going to carve out another possibility of losing that playground that you see out there, as well as possibly doing structural damage to this pavilion. So I can't say it any better than we're at DEFCON 5, red alert. We need all the help that we can get.
But the Army Corps of Engineers says help won't be coming soon since Overlook Beach is not included in any planned dredging projects. But 70,000 cubic yards of sand could be provided for Overlook from a Fire Island Inlet Corps of Engineers project this fall.
But it's got to be immediate. We need an immediate fix right now. That's how bad it is. And that's why the federal government's got to come in.
Ann Krett and her husband are from Nassau, but come to this beach often and are shocked by the storm damage on the town beaches.
I would think that, it's to be expected, and I think it has to be addressed.
But the fall is not soon enough for Suffolk County and town officials who are appealing for help through local Long Island congressional members.
We need to get this fixed, and we are committed on the county level to work with all our partners in government to make sure we get the resources necessary to make sure we get this done.
For now, the only sand replenishment is coming from the town of Babylon. At Overlook Beach, Drew Scott for Newsday TV.
Only in Newsday, officials are working to finalize funding to fight erosion on Fire Island. Suffolk County and the town of Brookhaven say they're also looking for a temporary solution to address the severe erosion. A Brookhaven councilman tells Newsday right now there are no protections on certain parts of Fire Island at all. First in Newsday, a new development in the Gilgo Beach killings case. Sources tell us Rex Heuermann will be in court Tuesday morning. Heuermann was arrested back in July and is charged with the deaths of 3 Gilgo victims. For months, authorities have said he was a prime suspect in a 4th killing. The architect from Massapequa Park is being held without bail. Investigators spent days last summer searching for evidence at his home and at a storage unit he rented. Prosecutors say they linked Heuermann to the killings through DNA taken from some pizza crust he threw away and cell phone records. Be sure to stay with Newsday for the very latest on the Gilgo case. To read more about the story, just click on the Get More banner below the Newsday TV video box. Only in Newsday, Green Acres Mall may be getting a big makeover. Here's a rendering of the revamp. Outdoor dining, green spaces, and some new stores will be built. The former Sears will be torn down and a ShopRite will be added. The project is still awaiting approval from the town of Hempstead. Well, students and a very special teacher are coming together to celebrate and honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sherry Einhorn has more from Hewlett Elementary School.
Go! Sing about Martin, sing about caring, sing about peace.
Celebrating the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with songs written by students who sat here at Hewlett Elementary School years before. Dr. King! Sung with spirit and energy, 400+ people strong.
Everybody's singing, everybody claps. No one's self-conscious.
The message is simple.
We're all the same inside.
They all express their feelings and put everything into the song.
The reason these students do that is this man, longtime music teacher Tom Sugar.
My job is like being in a 10-year-old rock band.
His love of music and his passion for teaching is evident on the faces of these students.
The school-wide programs where we sing together creates this sense of school community that you just cannot duplicate any other way in this day and age with these kids.
One more time!
This assembly has a 20-year history here at the school.
The songs make me feel really happy and that we are remembering someone who did so much great in the world.
Mr. Sugar will be playing his last chord here at the school. He's retiring after 24 years.
He always jokes around and has so much fun with everybody. And he makes people happy all the time.
For his part, Mr. Sugar says it's the students who have inspired him all of these years.
That energy level of working with 10-year-olds, up to 10-year-olds, for all these years has kept me just totally engrossed and fired up.
Big finish! Kids' colors, small and strong.
In Hewlett, I'm Shari Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Well, Ariana Grande hit a Long Island Easter egg in her newest music video. Speaking of music, the video opens up with geographical coordinates for Montauk. One of the locations is a private home, and another is Soleil East Resort Hotel. A spokesperson for the hotel called this a mystery. The song Yes and will be on Grande's 7th studio album. 2 Jets players have been named to the NFL All-Pro team roster. Cornerback Sauce Gardner and linebacker Quincy Williams made the first team list. The All-Pro team highlights the best players of each position. Giants defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence was named to the second team for the 2nd season in a row. All right, let's get back over to meteorologist Bill Corbell for another look at your forecast. Some rain overnight, Bill.
More rain, more serious weather, the second major storm this week. There it is. Center will be moving up to the north and east. What that does, it puts us on the east side of the storm, the warm side, but also the windier side. So we get the rain overnight, those strong south winds blow more water our way, and we get more coastal flooding. Now Sunday, things improve. In fact, by Saturday afternoon, it clears out. The cold air, though, starts to move our way as we head into Sunday. In fact, there might be, watch this little band right there. You might get a little burst of snow Sunday afternoon. Then it's really cold next week. But let's talk about what's coming up. Rainfall, an inch, maybe more, maybe as much as 1.5 inches. Could squeeze out, I suppose, 2 inches in a few spots. Wind advisory, winds tonight, island-wide, gusting 30, 40, 50 miles per hour out of the south again. The most important aspect of the forecast, though, I think, is going to be the coastal flooding. And once again, we have a coastal flood warning up for the east end, the south shore, right through most of tomorrow, at least at the high tides tomorrow. Some places, in fact, many places could see 2 feet, maybe as much as 3 feet water above ground, similar to what we had just a few days ago. Here are the high tides to watch. On the ocean side, 8:30 to 9 o'clock, pretty much. The Sound will have some flooding, but much less than the South Shore. Let's zoom on in because Great South Bay is where you get the brunt of this as the water comes in through the inlets and piles up. Somewhere around noontime on the eastern part of Great South Bay, more towards mid-morning, towards Freeport. That's when the highest tides will be, but it will take a while for them to move on out. So, stormy tonight, wind, rain, chilly, will be in the low 40s, just barely warm enough, but look at those southeast winds right in off the ocean. Tomorrow, it's going to improve quickly. This rain and storm weather will be out of here as we head on into the afternoon. We'll start to clear it up, and things get a whole lot better. In fact, it starts out warm, but drops into the 40s in the afternoon as the winds shift around. Then winter returns. Check this out. As we go into next week, it's going to be cold, and come Tuesday, let me stand over here, we could see some snow. More about that later on. From Newsday TV, I'm meteorologist Bill Corbell.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
Twins are making history at Herricks High School, becoming valedictorian and salutatorian. Virginia Huey has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
At Herricks High School in New Hyde Park, Devin Lee and his twin brother Dylan Lee are celebrating a notable achievement. Devin has been named valedictorian for the class of 2024.
It was just really surprising. There was a lot of emotions.
And Dylan, who is younger by 10 seconds, is salutatorian. The Lee brothers are the first set of twins to achieve Val and Sal status in the 211-year history of the Herricks Union Free School District.
It means a lot to me knowing that this is such a competitive district, and there are such high standards here.
Theirs is a success story born of brotherly love. Ever since they came into the world on July 23, 2006, Devin and Dylan have been inseparable. They've shared reading and math lessons as toddlers. As teens, they excel in academics, volleyball, and music. The ambitious 17-year-old twins credit their double success in part to a friendly sibling rivalry.
I feel like we both push each other a lot to be better. We know when the other one of us is not working as hard or needs to, what one of us needs to brush up on or study a little more. So we kind of hold each other accountable.
Devin and Dylan say they were also inspired by their older sister, Jaylin Lee, who was Herricks High School's valedictorian last year.
Definitely proud, definitely proud.
Their parents, Paul and Cecilia Lee, couldn't be prouder.
It's pretty surreal. It's nothing that we had ever, gone into with a plan that you guys are going to do this, this, and this. It was choose classes that you're interested in and try your best.
And now, after 17 years of doing everything together, the Lee twins are going to lead separate lives for the first time when they head to college in the fall. Devin has been accepted to Cornell, and Dylan is heading to Yale.
It'll be a new experience, but I look forward to it.
The twins' historic graduation is set for June 25th. In New Hyde Park, I'm Virginia Huey for Newsday TV.
So impressive. You can read more about the twins on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
All right, dumpling lovers, one of Newsday's top 100 restaurants is offering a new feast menu. Erica Marcus has today's Feed Me TV.
Most days I love my job, but some days I really love my job, and today is one of those days. I'm at O Mandarin in Hicksville, and I am sampling their winter dumpling feast. Ooh, these are just exquisite. These are the celery pork dumplings. Fabulous. These are pink peacock dumplings, and they're filled with chicken, mushroom, and truffles. Lobster and fish dumpling in the shape of a fish with these big green pea eyes. Really delicious. Now, because I am a professional food journalist, I'm going to have this entire feast to myself. If you want to enjoy it, you'll need to gather at least 4 people.
The dumplings is about the family, it's about the food culture. We want to let everybody taste of our culture.
Oh, this is incredible. What they've done is they've formed this dumpling skin to look like a cabbage leaf. I mean, what artistry. Oh my God, they're little frogs. Hop over here. Plop, plop, plop. These are mala pork and mushroom. This also has a little kick of chili oil to go along with the Szechuan peppercorn.
At home, it's more of we're making the doughs, it's the process. We laugh, we see the powder of the flowers, we see the smile faces. But when we go out to a restaurant, we normally eating different delicates, different shapes.
Oh my God, look at these penguins. I mean, I really hate to eat this guy, but as I said, I'm a professional. The level of artistry and finesse, and yet everything tastes fantastic, You know, it's just a testament to what Chinese cuisine is capable of. Well, that's another good dumpling. You've got to be kidding me. Now I could use some help.
It's like edible art. That's incredible. For more on those dumplings, go to our website, newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
My goal is to entertain, but also to let you into places where the fans can't go. I want to take the readers inside the locker room, inside the heads of the athletes.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Eglins. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day forecast.